Hey guys, welcome back to the Gun Deity channel. This week we are going to review the Springfield Echelon. Full-size striker fire pistols are a dime a dozen. There's a billion of them out there. But what makes this one so unique is all the upgrades that come standard. 20 rounder loaded without exploding.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong. They call me a god. Let's go!
Hey guys, welcome back to the Gun Deity channel. I got something cool for you this week, and it is something that you have seen on the channel because I did a review of it when it first came out. It was a tabletop review. This is now going to be my shooting review. And I know you guys have probably seen this already a ton of times, but I figured one more time is not going to hurt. So this week we are going to review the Springfield Echelon. A lot of cool things about this gun. It is a full-size pistol. This is designed to be a duty carry pistol. So it's designed by HS product out of Croatia. You may know them from their HS product from their lineup of XDs and Hellcats that they produced for Springfield. Now they have the Echelon. The Echelon here is a full-size polymer framed striker fire pistol. You got a standard 4.5 inch barrel, full-size grip with 17 round magazine capacity, and it comes with an extra magazine that's 20 rounds. Now there is some problems with these 20 rounders as reviews are going, and I will get into that further.
Now what's making these so notorious is they're popping off on people, the 20 rounders are, and that's because the way they have the setup on these extended bust plates. If you notice, there's nothing in that hole holding this mag in place. That's what this is supposed to be doing, but the problem is, if you notice, the dimple is on the inside instead of the outside, which means there is absolutely nothing holding that mag plate in from being launched out.
Full-size striker fire pistols are a dime a dozen. There's a billion of them out there. But what makes this one so unique is all the upgrades that come right standard. I mean, you get this beautiful grip. It's the texture is very similar to the Hellcat, and everybody loves the Hellcat texture. That texture goes all the way around the grip. It goes up on that thumb ledge there, and it goes up to the memory pad up front, which the memory pad and the takedown lever both have like a little lip on them. So you have kind of like what you would consider a gas pedal, so you can push out. Now, this also has the texturing on the striker plate and the guide rod. And that is nice, not necessary. You're not touching that stuff, so maybe when you're holstering you might be touching the striker plate, but you're very rarely going to be touching the front end of the gun. But it's kind of neat. It's also got a little bit of texture underneath under that double undercut, which you never see on a brand new gun straight out of the box. That double undercut is something nice to where that extra hand, when it comes around and wraps, you got nice texture to keep your hand right where it needs to be. Nice concept. Very comfortable gun. But the biggest innovation on this guy isn't even the grip or all the upgrade features, all that stuff. The biggest upgrade on these guys is the optics mounting system. Now they use a direct mounting system, not an optics plate. And how they get away with that is there are pin sets, which I'll show you in the video here. There are pin sets that rotate around depending on what optic you're using. Now we are going to put an optic on this down the road, but for now we're going to just shoot it the way it comes out of the box. Granted, I did add the Valkyrie on there, and that's mainly because my holster only allows lights to lock in, so I needed a light. A couple other features about this guy. It is fully ambidextrous. Let me unload this because I will be pointing it towards myself. It is unloaded. Put that mag over here for now. Now it is fully ambidextrous, so you have slide locks on both sides of the gun. You have mag releases on both sides of the gun. But what's kind of cool about this is this little ledge right here kind of prevents you from accidentally hitting that mag release. One thing that I noticed just playing around with it is the slide release levers are a little small, which might be an issue. We'll see down the road. This one does come with a flat face trigger, which is kind of nice to have right out the gate. Yet again, showing clear. Let's show that trigger pull. So you got a little bit of take up. Of course, you got the trigger dingus like striker fires are running, but you got a little take up. There's a little premature wall right there, and then there's a little bit of tension, and then you hit the actual wall. Once you hit the actual wall, it's nice and crisp. Let's check that reset. It's right there. It's not bad. It's a little bit on the longer side, but it's better than a Glock. Not as good as a Canic, but it's nothing to complain about. That's a pretty nice trigger for a big name box company. So what's really neat is the takedown. I noticed that a lot of YouTubers are not talking about how easy and how safe it is to take this down.
First and foremost, you have to have the mag released. It will not allow you to do the takedown without it. So then you lock the slide to the rear and you cycle it down just like you would a SIG or a lot of other striker fire guns. But the thing is, you don't have to pull the trigger. You just take it right off. And when you go to put it back on, put the notches, these little 2 notches here, they go right inside the grooves there. And then you just pull it straight back, lock it, flip that switch, and you're good to go again. That is a cool little safety feature. You don't have to pull the trigger in order to take this down.
But once it's broken down, it's really neat. It's a really cool system. You'll see that it's very similar to Glock and everybody else with basic components. You have your striker safety there. You have your striker system, your guide rod and captured spring and barrel. And then you have trigger system. Now the trigger system kind of looks just like a Glock or a SIG. It shares a lot more similarities with the SIG than it does the Glock because this is a chassis system. So the chassis is the actual gun. The frame is just something, an accessory you can have shipped to your door. But this chassis is what has to go through an FFL dealer, which is kind of nice. Kind of neat setup, and it's a really good concept, and I think a lot of gun companies are going to go that way. There's quite a few that have already started that way, so I think Glock and a lot of the other companies should probably follow suit here soon. For now, we're just going to put some rounds on target and see how she does. These are my first rounds through the gun, so you're going to get my first rounds review along with a little bit of extra testing we're going to do today. We're not going to torture test it today. Always important to start with eye and ear protection. Well, eye and ear protection. Right now what I'm using is a Max Tech 124 grain full metal jacket. They are brass coated rounds. They are brass casings. So pretty standard ammunition. Any gun should run this. If it can't run this, probably not a great idea to keep running with it. So we're going to start it with this and go from there. Okay, first 3 shots impression. It's a little slappy in the trigger finger. Not bad, but it is a little slappy. And I say slappy because you can kind of feel that recoil in the trigger finger. It's a little bit more aggressive with the recoil than I thought it was going to be. I won't say that it's bad, but it's a little bit more than I anticipated, because a lot of people online were saying that it's very low in recoil. I wouldn't say it's very low. I would say it's right in par with maybe the SIG P320. Not nearly as good at mitigating recoil as the Glock is, but it's not bad. It's very comfortable to shoot though. Besides the little bit of slappiness in the finger and the little bit more amplified recoil. Besides all that, it's actually a really nice, comfortable pistol to shoot, and it's extremely accurate. I mean, I'm standing about, I don't know, about 20 yards away from the target. Camera, tell me if I'm lying. Tell me if I'm lying. But probably about 20 yards. probably about 20 yards away from the target, and my target is a little 10-inch by 8-inch target. It's not a big target, and I'm hitting them pretty easily without having to focus too much. Let's go ahead and put some more rounds on target, see how she does.
I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the...
So she fed all 17 rounds pretty well and locked open. So those are big pluses. And the good thing about them being small slide releases is I'm not riding it when I'm doing my thumbs forward grip. So that is a plus of it. Let's see how easy it is to knock it down. Pretty easy. I will say that it does kind of rub you a little bit when you drop it on your thumb, but it's not bad. Let's go ahead and try these 20 rounders. All right, so good thing is 20 rounder loaded without exploding. So we're a step above the rest so far. Let's go ahead and get some rounds on target. There we go. Sometimes you start a missing trend and then you can't get back on target. I don't know what happens, but psychologically it messes with you. So it seems to be feeding rounds just fine. It seems to be working just fine. Let's put some rapid rounds down and see how she does. We have yet to shoot rapid. Let's go with that.
Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication.
All right, so she shot really well, rapid, did lock open, mags drop free, all good things. So far, no complaints. It's a really nice pistol and seems to be running really well straight out of the box. Now, I haven't lubricated or done anything to this pistol, so this is exactly how I got it out of the box. So, so far, no lubrication, no extra cleaning. Mags haven't exploded. We're doing good so far. So let's load up some weird rounds and see how she does. All right, guys. So being a duty carry pistol, I expect it to be able to shoot any type of round. So I brought 3 rounds that are, one's a regular target ammo round. The next 2 are rounds that make crappily made guns or guns not made for duty use jam up. So being a duty use gun, I expect it to be able to run all of these rounds just fine. If it fails on any of these, it's probably not a great duty use. So first round, of course, is 124 grain Max Tech brass. Now we already know that this thing runs these just fine, but I started the load with these because I want to make sure that there's no hiccups in the gun before I start testing with the other ones. First up is 5 rounds of the Max Tech brass. Next is 115 grain Blazer aluminum case ammunition. Now it is a copper jacketed bullet, but it is an aluminum case. And some of the competition style pistols will have a problem with these aluminum casings. So I figured if this is duty capable, it should run just fine off of these aluminum case. 5 rounds of Blazer 115 aluminum case.
I don't give up quick, I don't give up, I won't give up this. Cause I know that I want it, know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise.
Last one we're running is 115 grain Wolf steel case ammunition. Now, steel case always makes cheaply made guns malfunction. So, this will tell us if this gun is good for duty use, or maybe the HS product needs to go back to the drawing board, because if it doesn't run these, chances are it's going to malfunction under different loads of ammunition that maybe you need for your work or for duty. So we're going to make sure that it runs even the steel case, and steel case is always the hardest on almost any gun. So we're going to go ahead and run that. The next 5 rounds are 115 grain Wolf steel case ammunition. It fed all 5 of those rounds, locked open, and launched those rounds out of sight. I have no idea where those rounds went. So, the good thing is, it is duty grade. It'll run any type of ammunition that you're looking for. So, we're going to definitely have to bring it back out here with some plus P ammunition and see how she runs on that. But so far, with target ammunition and using different types of case loads, she is running just fine. So far, she gets a pass. All right, so final first impressions on this guy. I really enjoy it. This is a really nice pistol. It's at a reasonable price. It's right around $600, $650. And it comes optics ready with a lot of upgrade features that you would pay a lot of money on a Glock to make operational. So far it's working really well. I haven't had any issues like a lot of the guys on YouTube have. So we're definitely gonna put some more rounds down on it, and I'll give you a later review when I get around 1,000 rounds in it and see if it's still good for duty carry. But so far, nice gun, very comfortable, good option for a duty carry for now. We're gonna do some more torture testing and see how she does. I will say, just by what other people are saying, probably change out these mag plates for better ones, or get just 17 rounders, because the 17 rounders seem to be set in a lot better. But definitely something cool, definitely a really nice pistol, and a very good price. If you guys like this video, definitely like, comment, and subscribe. I put out these kind of videos as often as I possibly can, and I try to do it at least once a week, sometimes more. I put out a lot of other entertaining stuff, including shorts that are entertaining. So subscribe so you can see my videos, and hit that bell icon, because YouTube likes to mess with the algorithm so you guys don't see my videos.
I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation. They call me a